Greetings, entities and guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome to this Cookie Run Witch's Castle website, which I know this kind of seems weird, but I'll get to it in a bit while we're on this website. Now, if you're wondering, really soon, there's going to be a new Cookie Run game coming out called Cookie Run Witch's Castle, which is basically, as you can see on the screen, it's a lot more, puzzle-like. It's kind of like, in a sense, Cookie Run Puzzle World, except in my personal opinion, way better, because like the design looks so much more like unique instead of like the cute little chibi design they had in the Flipping Puzzle World thing. And yeah, I remember why I used to play that game. Y'all want me to bring back that series? I don't know. But maybe my off time if I'm able to find it, maybe. But with that being said, yeah, this is the website, and there's a reason why I would recommend that you go on the site, because if you're a fan of Cookie Run, then you should probably pre-register for this game, because there's a few things that you can do. If you scroll down, as you can see, you just put in your email, which is associated with like your Cookie Run account or your like Google Play Games account, whatever that stuff. Then you pre-register, and then you'll be able to get special rewards. Like for example, apparently you get a bunch of what the heck are googies? You get like, some sort of a key that might be a character, I'm pretty sure, but like there's crystals, there's the potions, which I'm pretty sure are lives. Pre-register in your device store and get an extra 5,000 coins, which is pretty neat. There's also down here, these are where you can get some of your loot. As you can see, pre-registration event. Complete various missions to receive exclusive pre-registration decors. Try collecting them all. As you can see, there's the Glow of Forgotten Bygones, which is absolutely adorable, and there's a couple other things that you can actually get here. First thing is just completing the pre-registration and you get a blueberry bat model. Pretty cool. Then also you just follow on social media, which it links you to their Instagram, and you get the Mocha Marshmallow Meowgician? I think that's how you say it. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. But you get that, and then after that, you pre-register on your devices store, which is basically you just do whatever you're doing, but you pre-register like your phone, like, App Store or whatever, and then you get the Toxic Brew teacup. Now, this is where this video comes into play. There's one more thing that you can do to help get you some loot for pre-registration, and that's going down here, and you have to complete this test. Which are you in Cookie Run? That's straight up what we're here to do, because we have to take a test, and I think it'd be funny if we did it on camera so we can actually, explore this ourselves. So, obtain the decor as an item that can be placed within the game and will be delivered in-game via mailbox after launch. If you've already pre-registered, log into your registered email, then pre-register the button above to join the event. Okay, and of course, this is going to be unique because, my mouse on the screen so you can see whatever I'm tracking. But yeah, if you are interested in the new Cookie Run game, but if you're not too, what's the term? I don't want to sound like a prick right now. You don't like, the fast-pacedness of OvenBreak, and you're looking for something a little bit more slow-paced and chill, not as chaotic as Kingdom, then, even though I guarantee you this game is still going to be very chaotic, I would recommend that you go ahead and follow this game, because I got some special stuff in store for this. But, without further ado, let's take this test. And it just says, if I were a witch, which witch would I be? That's a good tongue twister. Thanks, you already messed up my tongue. Which are you? And obviously, it's looking like this because you're also meant to do this on your phone as well. But obviously, you can do it on your PC, which, by the way, I love the little addition of Ginger Brave and the witch's hat on the witch's broom. Just showing off the witch's nature, can't wait to be that cannibal. And also the little cookie constellations in the sky, even though they're just regular constellations, like the witch's hat, there's Ginger Brave's head, there's a candy cane, and other stuff. And I really like the designs of these other witches. They look really cool. Anyway, so I don't know how many questions there are, but we have this. So, the mysterious and powerful witches are able to bake living cookies. Which witch would you be? Which cookie would you bake? Find out with which witch are you. Please enter your name. I don't know if it means a screen name or real name, but I am just going to put my screen name on there just in case, because, it's just me. Okay, so there's 12 questions, so let's do this together. 1. You've discovered an ancient tomb with recipes for magical cookies. What's your first response? Honestly, magical cookies sign me up this instant. I should read the recipe first, carefully and thoroughly. Baking cookies is always better with friends, better invite some. Magical living cookies, I highly doubt it. Honestly, I'm pretty sure if this is considering actual lively cookies, I definitely should, I'm mixed between magic cookies, sign me up this instant, and also I should read the recipe first, carefully and thoroughly, because if I had that power, I could bake cookies and they would come to life. That'd be incredible. I guess with my, active attitude, instead of just, read the recipe first, carefully and thoroughly, but, I don't want to mess up, because I feel like if I mess that up, I would probably accidentally make, a mutant, and, destroy my whole world. And I don't want to be the cause of that. I'm just going to be honest. I'm probably just going to go with the second one, because that could be the safe answer. But my enthusiastic self really wants me to pick that first one. Alright, I think I would still go with the second one, because on the off chance I make a monster, because that'd be bad. You need to find a castle with a magical oven to bake living cookies. You decide to find a hidden remote island with a castle to conduct my experiments in peace. Look for a castle big enough for you and all the witches from your coven to bake together in. Well, I don't know what a coven is, and I guess it'll if it's a hidden remote island with the castle. Okay, which one would take more money to try and travel to? I feel like just looking for a castle big enough could be cool. Can I just do this all in the comfort of my own home? I don't know. I feel like this one's interesting. I feel like imagine if I had my own island though. Imagine if I had my own like living cookie island. That would be so cool. I could have my own like state. You've arrived at the witch's castle. What do you do first? What should I bake first? I immediately get ready to start baking a cookie. And what do I have on hand? I'll take a look around and figure out what tools are at my disposal. I'd probably check out the tools because hey, you never know. Like I can't just like start whisking things together with my hands. What happens if my hands turn into actual cookie nubs? That would be terrifying, dude. I'd look like a monster. Let's go ahead and find some tools. That's what we should probably do. At last, you've created a base for your magical dough. What's your choice for special ingredient? Pure sacred syrup for a kind-hearted cookie, herbal potions for an intelligent cookie, shiny star jellies for a cheerful cookie. Honestly, I could just go for all of these. Like, wouldn't all of these just make sense? Can I just choose all of the above? Isn't that an option? I guess I gotta choose one anyway. Create a base for your magical dough. I guess, honestly, I'd probably go for, because, you know, I want to make a kind-hearted cookie, but I also don't want to make him feel like, Because here's the thing, I'm thinking about human morality. Who's just gonna look at that cookie and instantly eat them? Because that's actually what I'm worried about. So I'm kind of stuck between, they're all hard. I think internally, I do want to go cheerful. Because I feel like just having a little, well, I guess kind-hearted and cheerful, they go hand in hand, but I think cheerful is going to be more like, you know, cheerleader and stuff. So we'll just go with that one. But you've successfully baked a magical living cookie. What do you do first? Talk to the cookie to learn about their thoughts and feelings. Ask the cookie to perform various tasks in order to learn what they're capable of. Well, here's the thing. I would ask them, talk to the cookie to learn about their thoughts and feelings. But the thing is, if I just made them, does it really matter? Because they're basically just freshborn. Like, they don't know what's happening. They don't know what's going on. I guess I could ask them, but I feel like that would kind of make me out to be a tyrant. But I guess it would be no to learn about their, physical capabilities. But I'd probably just still talk about their thoughts and feelings, because maybe internally there's stuff we don't know about cookies. I don't know, I'll just go with that one. You've been invited to bake cookies with others at, You've invited to... Man, I suck at this, I'm sorry. You've been invited to bake cookies with others at the Night of the Witches. I can't wait, my cookie will be the star of the night. I should prepare properly, my recipe should be organized and recorded thoroughly. It's not really my thing, I should find a reason to skip the banquet. I mean, I'm not one to turn down parties. But, like, I feel like I know what this is gonna lead to. But I feel like to be safe, because here's the thing. I feel like if I said no, I'd kind of put a target on my back. So I think just in case, I should probably prepare properly. Recipe should be organized and recorded thoroughly. Because the thing is, I don't know what those other witches are like. You don't know what those other witches are like. We gotta make sure everything's in a neat, organized manner. And trust me, I'm a party pleb. But, like, I really do want to make sure everything goes right. You've arrived at the Night of the Witches. How do you mingle with the other guests? Talk about new recipes and interesting ingredients to expand the horizons. Theorize with the others about a wonderful future with many, many cookies. I gotta go. I gotta go with theorizing. Like, I do like talking about ingredients and stuff like that, but you know how funny it would be just go like, alright, imagine this. We live in a world where, like, cookies, like, they do stuff, and they have, like, their own community, and, like, they actually live, they breathe, they walk, they eat, they drink, they do whatever they need to do. And the witches look at me like I'm somehow the most insane person there, and yet I am just a witch like one of them. That would be so funny. We gotta do that. We gotta do that. A friend is struggling with baking a living cookie. What do you do? Look at that fellow right there. Look how... That's just funny. But it's okay. Life powder is difficult to work with, but you're doing great. So don't worry. Let me help. Encourage them and offer to help. As long as the measurements are accurate, everything will be okay. Add life powder exactly when I say. Provide practical advice and tips. So it's encourage them and offer them help and provide practical tips and advice. So I guess this one is really interesting in regards to how your morality can fit into it, which I know that kind of seems weird, but it's more like, you know, do you want to give them help by giving them some encouragement, or just help them by telling them to follow the recipe exactly? And I feel like if someone is stressing over something, like messing up with how to bake something, I think the actual mental game of helping someone and encouraging them would do way way better because it knows that you're there to support them. And if you can show them how to do it by your own sum, and then they can, you can help them do it, then they can do it by themselves. So I think I'll just be a good encourager. I like helping others anyway. A witch asks about your choice of ingredients. Why did you decide to add cocoa? It was based on flavor and appeal. You explain your reasons by you explain your reasons by starting with the big picture and then go into details. And it was based on what you felt and imagined. You explain your reasons by telling a story and the feeling associated with baking. Personally, I think the second one makes a lot more sense. Like, I can understand, talking about the big picture, but I feel like it's all about experiences. Like, making sure that if it has to do, some sort of a story, storytelling, how this ingredient can match up with this other one, I think it's just, in the long run, I know we're talking about the big picture in the other one, but, in the long run, I feel like the storytelling with it makes a lot more sense, and once you concoct something that actually is beautiful to taste, it's amazing. So we'll go with the second one. Then you have the other witches are approaching you and asking about your cookie. Okay, this is too much attention. It's a bit overwhelming and exhausting. I'm the star of the banquet. What a great night. I mean, to be fair, I don't mind the attention. I just don't want them to be shoving me and pushing me away. I wouldn't mind being the star of the banquet. Only just because if I walked up to the banquet and I had my talking cookie with me, I'm gonna be 100% honest. I'm not going to judge them because I would be talking about that too. So, personally, I think I just let them speak. They'd be interested. The night of the witches has come to a close. Say it wasn't a wonderful night. Bid everyone goodbye and return home to relax. Say that the gatherings like this should happen more often. Think about what sort of cookies you will bake for the next banquet. Imagine what a world filled with living cookies would be like. Well, I guess it would be interesting. If those, but by the way, for some reason, that picture is ominous. That's ominous. Just that one large-nosed witch holding up Dozer. Sheesh. But, I don't want the Night of the Witches to be that brutal, though. Because, I hope... Because imagine if it did all this and it just still talked about eating cookies. Because right now, these witches seem like nice people. But, I'd probably still... I guess I'd probably just say the classic, it was a wonderful night and then just go home to relax. Because, after all that, why? Because, everyone would want to relax after a party. Even after, I hang out with, friends in real life. Of course, the first thing I want to do is just sit down in my chair or sit down in my bed, put all my things on, my desk, and just lie back and just vibe for, an hour before I have to get up and do something else. So, let's just go with that. And the last one is, you want to bake a cookie with all new types of flavors. What's your stance on baking? So, the world of baking has no limits. Let's try some new ingredients, poison mushrooms, essence of moonlight, and much more. And the other one is conduct extensive taste tests and prior to baking in order to learn different flavors and recipes. Alright, so here's the thing about this one. Part 2 seems way more optimal. But answer 2 seems a lot more optimal in regards to making successful cookies that taste good. But option 1 makes it so that you can expand to whatever and whatever you want. Whatever and whenever. Which, to be fair, I think if I did that, because I was considering about doing two because, doing conductive taste tests, but that would probably mean I'd be eating a lot of the cookies, and let's be honest, why would I want to eat a cookie made out of poison mushrooms? Who the pleb does that? No one would. That's not optimal. You can't do that, because then you just poison yourself and die. So let's do that, because they've got a bunch of cookies out there that make no sense. And, well, sheesh, my voice just, croaked right there. What the heck was that? But there's just a lot of cookies out there that, is not optimal to actually eat, because I'm pretty sure things like hollyberries and rambutan... No, wait, rambutan is a fruit, right? No, I think I am thinking of hollyberries, but I think I am thinking of something else. Just poison, things that are poisonous that you should not consume. But hey, they were baked, so why the pleb not? Calculating results. Our result is the results are in. I'm apparently a witch of insight, which she looks sassy AF. I'm just saying. Those with insighted and wisdom can truly make the oven magic shine. Witch of insight. HyperHimes has deemed a witch of insight. Witches of insight are idealistics who focus on integrity and wisdom. Many witches of insight are eager to help make the world a better place, and they can hope that the cookies they bake can aid in this purpose. They are also committed to spreading with compassion and connecting with others. Witches of insight are also known for their hearts of gold, forming authentic fellowships, and sticking to their principles. Which cookie would you bake as a witch? I would bake Wizard Cookie. You bake Wizard Cookie. This cookie is a sharp-witted and clever wielder of magic. His thirst for arcane knowledge knows no bounds. Wizard Cookie often serves as the voice of reason and icon to diligence among his peers. With a friend like Wizard Cookie by your side, your adventure throughout the castle is bound to be a blast. My compatibility type is more compatible, less compatible, So I'm more compatible with the Witch of Aspiration, but I'm less compatible with the Witch of Efficiency. Which I feel like the Witch of Efficiency is just focused on, like, getting things done. But the Witch of Aspiration is just focused about, like, you know, the vibe. Which I know that sounds weird, but that's the best way how I can explain it in my human-esque language, which is just stupid. But Witch Census, number one most common is the Witch of Curiosity. So Witch of Logic, Equipability, Imagination, Insight. So I'm apparently, like, even though what's interesting is I'm like, it's weird because, like, I'm the least common on the list, but where's the Witch of Aspiration and the Witch of Efficiency? I don't know how that works, but I'm apparently the least common, I guess, in this group, because there's Curiosity, Logic, Equipability, Imagination, and Insight, which all of them just have really good designs. I gotta give them, like, peaks on that. But that's that. You share results. Share your Witch results to complete Mission 4 of the pre-registration and obtain a decor piece. Okay, so I can definitely do that whenever I need to. Probably gonna share it on, like, Facebook or Twitter. Maybe I can get some more people interested in this stuff. But that is that. And of course, if you want, you can retake this test anytime you want. Because, you know, there's a lot of different options that you can do, a lot of different types of witches that you can be. But hey, I'll even leave a link down to the description below to this website. So if you want to pre-register for it, you can. You want to take this test, you can. And there's other things to even show off as well. So, with that being said, there is, like I mentioned, other things to show off. Like, I'm pretty sure there's some other goodies. Just want to throw in another interesting thing that I want to throw in because, you know, it's something extra that I wanted to talk about, is that there's also some special events that you can participate in if you do want to try and get in on this game. And there's 3 in total. The first thing is, if you complete all the event missions, then you actually have a chance to win a special prize, which 50 winners will be able to get a Globe of Forgotten Bygones, 50 winners will be able to get a art book for the Cookie Run Witch's Castle, which I like how there's just a little hidden cream unicorn next to it, and Vampire next to the Globe of Forgotten Bygones, and there's also 50 winners who can get a Ginger Dozer plushie, which is actually really adorable. The fact that if you already have a gingerbread plushie, then you can match it with a little Ginger Dozer, which also I really appreciate how, canonically, now his name is Ginger Dozer because they're just trying to stem in the fact that this is Gingerbrave's brother, which I think is amazing. Now, of course, there's another event, which is pre-register for Cookie Run Kingdom's Witch's Castle, and you'll be able to receive goodies. Like, for example, you get crystals and rainbow cubes, being 1,500 crystals and 500 rainbow cubes for both Kingdom and OvenBreak. So if you're playing both games and you really want to participate in this new game, then I'd recommend that you do some of these events because these are good, and all you have to do is just pre-register. It's not even that hard, just do it. And last but not least, there's also a little invite friend event. I don't know why I'm saying invite friend event, where basically if you are able to invite some friends, then you'll be able to get some extra goodies. Like, for example, apparently 50 more winners can also get another Globe of Forgotten Bygones, which, man, they're passing these things out like hotcakes. But also, I guess they're, depending on the steps, depending on the number of friends you invite, you will get some interesting loot, like, for example, 500 life potions if you invite up to 1 friend, 300 crystals if you manage to invite up to 3, and something called a cheese master if you invite up to 5. So the way that you do this is kind of similar to like an invite code, and I don't think the invite code is, you know, I don't think it's like a thing that's like time limited. So I don't want to like force you to do something that you'd be doing. I'm just saying, if you want to use the code that appears on screen right now, then look at this. This is the thing. This is what you want. This is what you need to do. Help me get that cheese master. Is this what e-begging looks like? Because I think I'm the new dictionary definition of it. If you enjoyed the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it, and also share the video with your friends if you enjoy my Cookie Run content, and if you enjoy my content in general, why not subscribe, and also hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future. Also, down below in the description, you'll see links to all my social media, including a Twitter post where if it gets 10,000 likes, I can get the Cookie Run YouTube staff for absolutely free, a link to my Discord server called the Hypenese Hub, a link to my merchandise where you can buy anything or whatever you want to represent the channel, and lastly, a link to my Ko-fi where for just $1 a month, you can see exclusive stuff on that you wouldn't normally see on this normal YouTube channel. But above all else, I will see you and D's and Guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese!